welcome back to Humble Kids. Today we're at the park with some rainy weather right now with our dog under the umbrella somewhere. After we're done with our water break, we're gonna do some routes, come back and a curl, and then we'll do some go routes over our head for 100 catches.
And we're doing a competition. First to 100. So if me
He's on a leash.
So if me and Zaylen, if I lose and I have say 89 and Zaylen has 99 points, then I have to run the whole entire park. If Zaylen loses, then he has to run the entire park. So that's what we're gonna do for today. We're gonna do some rollouts, curls, and then come back on the playbook. So hope you enjoyed this video. Let's get going.
Alright, now we're gonna go start with our comeback. So first you're just gonna stand there right next to the cone, and then when he says hit, you turn around and catch that ball. So watch. You want to make sure your feet are shoulder width apart. See right there, and you got your hands in a triangle shape. Yeah.
And make sure you have to keep on pumping those arms. And make sure your hands aren't they have to stay in the triangular form. Don't change it because it'll be harder to catch the ball because it'll bounce off of your hand.
One other rule you can also think about is that when you're trying to catch the ball, you don't want to have soft hands because it's just going to bounce right off and it's going to be incomplete. And you got to make sure your hands are stiff and very hard and round because that's how you catch the ball correctly. See, look at his hands. He's slightly bent hands and they're hard. You can't make them soft because it's bounce right off. And then when you're catching the ball, you can't scoot back or lean back because then you're just losing your focus.
Yeah. So when you pump your arms, you have to stand in the form. Your feet have to be straight and your legs have to be a little bent.
Slightly bent.
And then you have to lean a little, like you're in a football stance. And once you do that, you turn around quickly, you plant your foot, and then you turn around, and then you get your hands up in a triangular form, and then you catch it. That'll make it easier to catch the ball.
One other example when you're catching the ball is that you don't want to lean forward because you can't see the ball and you won't catch it. So you got to make sure you're not leaning forward while you're catching it or leaning back like I said because you're losing your focus on the ball. You just got to stand there, head up, back straight. Make sure your feet are slightly bent, hands round and stiff. They're not soft or anything because they're just going to bounce right off your hands. And then once you're done, and then once your whole form is complete, just catch the ball. All you have to do, don't bend forward or anything. And if it's low, just catch it with your arms like a basket. And also, you can't, when you're catching the ball, you can't just, well, how did I say this? You can't just, I'm out.
Yeah, so as you can see, we're gonna go on to another round. So that round is about when we do a comeback or a bubble. You get behind the quarterback in a running back stance, and then you go in a U.
You round out, and then you're it's a real route. So then basically you're not just going straight, just not doing that because you want to get the player that's guarding you very confused. So then you just backpedal and then round out, and the ball will be right in front of you. Make sure you have your arms out and you'll catch that.
Give me an example when y'all did it in a real game. Y'all done that in a real game before.
So the way we play in when we did it in since we were playing football, basically there was like two people behind, and one was guarding. So then you just step back a little backwards, and then you round out. It's just like a bubble. Once you make that cut, you have your hands out, and it'll be right in front of you, and all you have to do is catch it.
And then after this video, we'll make like another Humble Kids video of a gaming NFL game. And then once we do that, we'll tell you. It'll be like just the exact same thing on this one,
But more
it'll
changes.
More changes. Like the quarterback will step back, and the quarterback will run the ball, or hand it off, go through the tunnels, like that, all of that other stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a really good video.
Some other parts of examples of other routes you can do is comeback, curls, goes, and the route we just explained to you. So you just gotta keep on practicing that, and you'll be done. And when you're playing football like we did, for at least some years, you'll be ready, and the other kids, you're already ahead of them. So you just gotta keep on practicing and don't stop. And we do this every day. We don't do this weekly we don't do this weekly, but we do this every day. We do routes, we do warm-ups, we do all sort of stuff so I can help you with your body to ready to get played before the other kids are already playing. And you're already there, and you're already conditioned and other stuff. So basically, we're just throwing the ball to each other right now. We're doing the same route right now. We're just doing a curl, just turn around. So basically, a curl is just going 10 yards and out. And you got it when you're doing a curl, you can't go very far, because at the end, this is an example of what's gonna happen. Because if you do it very far out, the other player right next to you is gonna pick it off and then do a lot of stunts on you. And then after that, when you're doing the comeback, just kind of like a curl, but you're just going 10 yards and 5 back. And then also, you're going in instead of out. And then some other ones are a go route. You're just going straight up. Make sure when you gotta be focused on the ball. And then you have your arms out like a basket and then catch that. So this route we're doing right here is one that we explained to you. You're just backpedaling.
2 steps.
And then you're going out, cut, and then you have your arms out right there. And then when you're doing this drill right here, you gotta make sure you confuse the person, that because once you're off of them, you're already gone. You already have the ball and you're gone. You're making that touchdown. So you gotta make sure you're at least confusing them a little, because you can catch the ball very easily. It's not that hard, okay?
Well, yeah, it's kind of easy and not that hard to do, but just like what he said, you just have to, like, when the ball's going, you have to, like, sprint as fast as you can. And then once you get there, and the ball's coming to you, you have to get your triangular shape in the hands. And then once you have it, you can stretch out your arms to your left or to your right. Or if, say if the ball is going over your head, you have to plant your left foot, and then you turn around, and then you sprint all the way over there, and then you turn your head and catch the ball.
Tell them they need parents outside to watch them do this, or can they do this on their own?
Well, if you're an older kid, like a teenage,
18,
they don't know what you're talking about.
15 or older. If you're 15 or older, you're might as well to do this by yourself. You don't need any parents. You can do this by yourself. But if you need a coach to teach you this, the coach can teach you. But if you're younger, like our age, 10 and 11, you guys need a parent to teach you because they almost know everything, I guess. And then when you're playing like professional football, you gotta do this by yourself because there's not always gonna be someone to do this for you and with you. So you gotta make sure you're conditioned. You gotta make sure you're running faster than other kids because maybe there's some fat kids on your team and they can't run. So
you're fat kids.
Yeah.
No, we don't say fat kids. Maybe just not conditioned.
Maybe not just condition kids, but they sometimes don't know what to do. So you can probably
Gotta know who's speaking. They don't know who's speaking.
Dang it.
So my dad just said that. Keep going. Why you not?
My dad just said
my
that you guys have to get conditioned. And if you have a friend and you could ask your parent if you could go over to your friend's house and go to the backyard and throw like the football, run some routes. If you guys have like a backyard and you're close to the park that leads to the park, and you could like go there and you could run some routes, do a lot of throwing, comebacks, and that all that other stuff. But
let's get back to the real juicy stuff. So what we watching next? Who's out here getting it right now?
Makari's getting it.
Well, he still drops it. He
drops
still dropped it. He still dropped that. So not that good. He's good, but he's
how many
good.
y'all catch?
We caught like at least we dropped 30. So
Yeah,
30,
so 30 out of 100 is not too
70.
bad.
We caught 70 balls.
Yeah,
That's
Y'all
not
caught
that
100.
bad.
Y'all caught 100, but y'all dropped about 30, 25 catches. But that's really good from when we started. I remember when we were first training, y'all were barely able to catch anything. But now it's like, man, your hands are like glue. Like sticky fingers now.
Well, at the end of this video, it's
Who's this?
really crazy.
Right
That's
now, I'm
Zaylen.
getting there right here. Oh, watch that. See, I'm too good. I did not drop one of these balls on this route right here. This route was too easy. That's all you have to do is
What was easy about this route?
Let me tell you something.
all you had to do was round out and catch the ball. It was not that hard, people. It wasn't okay. I dropped that one, but I won't drop the next one.
Hold on, let me tell you something. When you're running and the ball's coming towards you, you don't have to like have your hands like this, not like that.
They can't
or that.
see you, Bakari.
You can't have your hands all wide out because then you're not giving yourself a chance to catch the ball. It's just gonna fall right through where you're supposed to catch it. So basically, how you're supposed to catch it is if it's in front of you, just stick your hands out and then make a little basket with your hands, and then it'll just fall right in. But if you're able to catch it with your hands out instead of with a basket, you can do that if it's better for you. If you need more practice on catching it like how I'm catching it right now, just practice on that and you'll be good.
Who's your favorite football player?
So my favorite football player is Tom Brady.
He's retired. He don't play no more.
I know. But he's the best player. And he can literally throw from off the ground. You guys haven't watched that play? I think it was a long time ago. A guy tackled him. He was on the floor and he stood through it and they made the touchdown. It was awesome.
Who's your favorite player, Lakari?
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, your favorite player? Wow, I did not know this.
He is bad. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know who Michael Vick is.
No.
Yeah, Michael Vick's my favorite player.
Well,
Eagles?
at the end of this
Yeah, he played
video,
Eagles.
on the end of
Number
this
one?
video, at the end of this video, you guys are gonna see who's the best.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh,
Well-
what you trying to say? Stay tuned a little later so you can see the ending of this video.
Yeah. Well, I hope you guys like this video. Have a good
It's
time.
not over. You gotta keep talking. Remember, we ain't got no sound. You guys gotta do the voiceover. So you gotta just tell them where we at right now. What we doing? We still doing the same drill? How you feeling at this point? Your hands on your knees. You look like you're super tired.
I am. I'm tired. I was tired. Even if I didn't have the helmet on, I was still tired. My legs hurt like crazy. And I was just like, the sweat was at the point it was just dripping off my face every time I make one step. That's all it was. And then now the second part is, now we're just doing goes. I think this is go, right?
No, now we're switching and putting our helmets on.
Ready? Hit.
And then this is the end. We did a lot of drills, we did 100, but this
And
is the
still
end.
drop that. Oh, this is
Guess what?
This is the part.
You had to jam your man?
Yeah, you had to jam your man to make like
Hey, remember,
to 5 or
I'm gonna
6
allow y'all
yards
to do a
and let him
comeback,
go. That's all you have to do
or curl,
because you
or
gotta
you
work
can
on
go
your
route.
catching. That's all you have to do.
Alright,
Wait,
you don't
this
have
is the
to
part
go
right
if you
here,
want to.
and then I'm about to get the ball. It's about to be crazy. This is gonna be crazy.
Hey,
It was 95 to 90. No, sorry, it was 96 to 95. I was winning.
comeback will be 2. And a
So
curl
I'm
will be 3.
gonna do. I was
bring you up
doing. I
ball,
was trying to
tell
do
me
a
what you
curl,
want me to- what
and
you
it
wanna
was gonna get crazy at that
So
point.
come on.
It didn't go good. It did not go good at that point at the end. It did not go good. Yeah, I accidentally did a corner route instead of doing a curl. That's what you guys gotta focus on. You gotta do your route correctly so the other person next to you can get confused of where you're going. Watch.
Ready?
But it actually got messed up.
It messed up right here. And he got a pick.
I got that pick.
But you guys didn't see that.
Intercepted.
Our dad did not see that. And our dad was like screaming like crazy. And then he hits
It was crazy.
and then hits the gritty on me.
Right there, Carl, what was you thinking about right here?
I was so confident. Like I knew what he was doing because
Get the
I
gritty
saw
on
in his
you.
face that he wasn't gonna do a go up because
Oh my
he knew
God.
that I was gonna intercept the go up. So I stayed on him because he went outside of the cone
Oh,
because
man.
he went outside. He didn't go in. And then I caught the ball.
That's it.